Hi, Victoria Hunter back with you at the Millbrae Art and Wine Festival. Joe Teresi is what joined me now. You'll notice he has the wonderful MCTV logo t-shirt that very few people have, only they're really great people. Now, Joe, I think you are, normally I'm supposed to be speaking to the president, right, of the Historical Society.
I'm here to talk today about the Historical Society.
Yes,
but
yes.
in normal years, you talk with our president, John Muniz.
And where is he?
Well, John's actually doing some research right now, so he's not here.
Research on what exactly?
Well, I think he's researching the best beach in Hawaii. So he's kind of going from place to place, trying to see who has the best sand. And,
I understand.
Yeah, it's a rough assignment, but somebody has to do it. You know?
Terrible. And so now you're on.
Yeah, I got stuck with the assignment, so that's
all
okay.
right. So tell us all about the society and what you've been doing.
Well, it's our job to try to capture and cherish and celebrate the history of Millbrae. And we have a couple of museums in town here that we invite people to come and see. We have our Millbrae Museum, which is right across from the library on Poplar Avenue, and it's open every Saturday from 12 noon to 4 p.m. And then over on California Drive, we have our train museum, which is in the old Southern Pacific Depot, and that's on California Drive at Murchison. And that's open Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
So that's perfect for kids and kids of all ages, really. The trains.
Everyone loves trains.
Everybody loves trains.
Yeah.
What sort of are you doing any events right now, or what is the Historical Society up to? Easy for me to say.
Yeah. Well, one exciting thing that we're doing is after many years of waiting, we're going to be building a carriage house next to the museum.
Oh, right. We talked about this before.
I remember. In the past, it was just kind of a pipe dream, but now it's really going to happen.
Oh, wow.
We're just waiting for the building permit from the city, and then we're going to start building. We have a couple of historical vehicles that are over at the train museum, and we're going to bring those back over to the main museum and have them on exhibit along with some other stuff, and we'll allow some extra exhibit space for some of the stuff that we have down in the basement.
Wow. So when you say carriage house, is this going to be like carriages, things like that? Or, or is that just a style of architecture?
It's just a style, yeah. What we have is an old truck and an old fire truck that are historical, that are really fun. So.
How long have you been involved with this?
I've been doing this about 10 years, I think, now. And, one thing I would say is that we're always looking for new members. I'm 58 and I'm one of the youngest members, so I think that kind of says something about we need some.
You're historical.
Some new, fresh blood in the group. So I would encourage anybody who's interested in history to come and join us. It's only $15 a year, and you can be as involved as you can be. You don't have to spend a lot of time if you don't have it, but we're always interested in having new members and new volunteers for our group.
You don't always think of history being made necessarily at Millbrae. But it is. You have the trains, obviously, and what other sorts of things about Millbrae does the Historical Society promote?
Well, like you said, it's not like ancient history, obviously,
right,
but
no.
It goes back to the time when this used to be, mostly just a dairy farm for the Mills family.
Oh, I didn't know
that. It's called Millbrae for Mills. A mill is named after Darius Ogden Mills, who had his homestead here, and Bray means hilly meadow, so
I did not know that.
He had a bunch of cows here and had a dairy, and those were the early days of Millbrae, and so we have lots of photos and stories from those old times up to the present.
Well, evidently they saved stuff as well, so you have old carriages and you have old fire trucks, as you said, trains and things like that. Now this is located in town. Once again, tell us all again where this is going to be, the carriage house.
Well, the carriage house is going to be right next to the museum.
Okay, perfect.
Over across from the library, and we hope to get under construction in a couple of months.
Perfect. How did you guys fund this?
We funded it ourselves. How about that? we get money from people from time to time, and we've saved up our money for a while, and this is one of our biggest projects that we've had for a long time. So we're excited about it.
How many people are in the society?
It's about
you say you need more.
It's about 125.
Oh, that's substantial.
Yeah. So it's good. The other thing that we're doing is we're working with MCTV on the oral history project, where we're capturing people's old memories and stories on video so that we have them, because you know a lot of the folks that have these old stories are getting up in age, and we want to be sure we capture all their memories.
Oh, great! So MCTV is helping you with do the oral history there.
They're our partner, right?
Oh, great!
And actually, one of our most longtime residents of Millbrae, Alma Mazzolo, she just passed away a couple of weeks ago, and she was 95 years old, and oh, she had so many stories.
I'll bet.
She was here when there was hardly anything here. You know,
exactly.
It's changed so much, and she had lots of stories to share, and we're so glad that we have them captured.
That's right. Well, that's the oral tradition is one of the classic American traditions, obviously, of passing information on. Long before we had all of the Wi-Fi and all of the internet and all of that sort of thing. It was just people telling each other about what happened.
Right. And it's funny too, you know, now we have so many pictures because it's so easy to take pictures. Everyone's got thousands of pictures, but from the past, it's really hard to find those photos. That's another thing. If people have any photos up in their attic someplace that they want to share with the society, we would love to have them, because there aren't that many historical photos, because of course cameras weren't that prevalent back then. It was not as easy as it is now.
Well, that's a good thing for people clearing out their attics and basements and doing remodeling and stuff, is to look around for that sort of thing, because you never know. I mean, it might be pictures of your family, but it might also have things about Millbrae in it as well, depending on how long ago it was.
That's right. Yeah. So.
And you've been involved, what, 10 years?
About 10 years, yeah.
What got you started?
Well, I've always just kind of liked history, and I wanted to get involved, amongst my neighbors and friends here in Millbrae, and that was one of the first things that I volunteered for, was the Historical Society. So.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
But you volunteer for other things too? Of course you do.
Yeah. Bunch of other stuff.
Everybody in Millbrae has at least 5 or 6 things, I think.
Exactly.
Well, it's great talking to you. One other thing I wanted to ask you, on the train museum, how many trains do you have? I've forgotten.
Well, as far as a full-size train, we have one train car.
Right.
That it's from an old passenger train that had a name. It was called the City of San Francisco.
Oh, really?
And it used to be a train, I think, that went from Chicago to San Francisco. And so we have one of those original rail cars. And then inside the museum, we have lots of little, model trains and other photos and parts of trains and train equipment and stuff like that.
Okay. Was this a private car that somebody would have hooked onto the train, or is the car just a regular working car?
It was a working car. It's like what do they call it? A Pullman car.
A Pullman car, of course.
A sleeper car, yeah.
That's great. Well, of course, now they have BART. A little bit different.
Can't sleep on there, though.
No, not easily. How long have you lived in Millbrae?
Let's see. We moved here in 1981. So.
Another short time.
However long that was, yeah.
We're going to, I believe, see a video about this history project.
Right, yes.
Which will be great.
Yeah.
And what are we going to see? We're going to see what we're
just going to see people talking about their memories, which is...
Oh, so this is part of the oral history?
Yes.
Ah, great. Oh, that is so wonderful. Such a great opportunity to get these down before they're gone, obviously. So what we want to do now is, after we've had all this nice conversation, is let's go to the video and let's see some examples of this great oral history.
Sounds great.
Millbrae, a city in the sun, is a vibrant, diverse city containing a bustling and prospering downtown area with an enthusiastic population to match.
Our city is constantly changing and evolving. New businesses are popping up, and old stores are packing up shop. People migrate in and out, new buildings and flashy new signs are erected. Millbrae as we know it today is different from the Millbrae 5 years ago, 10 years ago, and even 20 years ago.
Those years may be gone, but we will always remember them and what Millbrae means to us. In collaboration with Millbrae Historical Society, Millbrae Community Television is proud to present the Millbrae Oral History Project.
This is an effort to record and preserve our history for Millbrae generations to come. The original 16-Mile House, the old movie theater, the former downtown. Please join us on a journey through Millbrae decades in the past.
Everyone has a story, and we want to hear yours. If you have lived in Millbrae for more than 30 years and have a story you want to share with the Millbrae Oral History Project, sign up to reserve your appointment today. To schedule an interview or learn more information, contact info@mctv.tv or call 650-259-2343. or visit us online at mctv.tv/history.
You're watching MCTV's coverage of the 46th Annual Millbrae Art and Wine Festival. MCTV would like to thank the following for their generous support of this program: the City of Millbrae, the Millbrae Chamber of Commerce, Millbrae Lions, and Rotary. MCTV would also like to thank the following underwriters. This program would not be possible without you. A special thanks to our in-kind donors. Support your community television station by underwriting a show or a series and be seen by thousands of Millbrae viewers on TV and online. For more information, visit mctv.tv and click support, or email info@mctv.tv or call 259-2343.